Hey guys, what's going on? Nickel Gypsy here, and today I'm going to be doing my first ever squad builder. I haven't done one of these before, but I thought it'd be a good idea. I found a team I really like. It's actually the main team I play with, so yeah, I'm going to show you what it is. It's a mix of Serie A and Ligue. I had a Ligue team, but I always wanted to play with some players from Serie A, so I decided to do it. So in goal, we've gone with Serie. Now, the reason why will become clear in a minute, because a lot of people thinking, well, why don't you put Booth on him? But he's high rated. Apparently, he's amazing in this game. I've never used him. He was someone who I really wanted to put in there, but the reason I put Sirigu in there, Sirigu is a really good keeper on this game mode. But yeah, the reason I put him in there will come clear in a minute. So at centre back we have Thiago Silva. Now I know he's a bit steeply priced. He's expensive, but he is amazing on this game. I've had him pretty much since quite early in the game, because I had a Brazil squad as my first squad. But Ligue is probably my favourite. Well, this is my favourite squad to play with at the moment, and Ligue was my favourite squad before it. But yeah, so Thiago Silva is amazing. If you haven't got him, then I recommend it if you can afford him. But if not, then I guess you can't get him. But anyway, let's move on to the next centre back we have, and next centre back we've got Chiellini. Now, Chiellini, I had never played with him before. I had seen, I'd heard he was good, and I really wanted to play with him. I've always wanted to play with him, and this squad was like my perfect opportunity to play with him. And now it comes clear why I've got Sirigu in goal, because Sirigu links with Thiago Silva as well as Chiellini, because he's from Ligue 1 and he's Italian, so he's like the perfect person to have in there. You couldn't have any better. But Chiellini's amazing in this game. He's only about 25k. I got him for. If you think I've overpaid for some people, it's because a lot of people I buy now, I got him quite recently. A lot of people I just buy now because I'm too lazy to wait. So yeah, so then at right back, of course, we've got Abate. Abate is fantastic. His 93 pace is like just amazing to play with. He gets up and attacks, and he gets back, and he's not too bad at defending, but his 93 pace really helps when he comes up and attacks. Our left back then is going to be Inform Maxwell. Now I was playing Bedamo there before, because I thought, well, Inform Maxwell's 30k. I like to have shiny golds, and I thought Inform Maxwell's 30k is probably a bit steep, but with Bedamo there, Thiago Silva doesn't get 9k, he only gets 7, so that's a bit of a letdown. So yeah, we had to play I decided to go for Inform Maxwell there because he just fits in better. He gives you 9k. So at CDM, we're going to go with Cambiasso. Now, I didn't know what to make of him. I thought, 82 rated. There's so many more better players I could have gone for. But the reason I went with Cambiasso will also come clear in a minute. But actually, he's been quite good. He hasn't scored, but he just seems to play that role really well. He cuts out a lot of balls. He gets tackles in where he needs to. And overall, he's a pretty good player. I quite like him. So at right mid, we ended up going for Palacio. Now, I did have Biabiani there, so I really want to try him. And it was a bit so, but I didn't find Biabiani was as good as I expected. Alright, he's got 96 pace, but that's all he really had going for him. Whereas Palacio's stats, look at them. Look at them. He's a really good player. It was between him or Lamella. But I decided to go for Palacio just because he's got a little bit more pace, and when he's running wings, it really does help to have that pace on. And him and Abate seem to link up really well. So yeah, let's move on to left mid. Alright, so at left mid, we're going to have the one, the only Lavezzi. Lavezzi on this game, he is just really good. And seeing you can pick him up for like 15k in full 1-2-1-2 is just phenomenal. He's such a good player to play with. He's honestly one of my favourite left mids I've ever played with on this game. So yeah, that's why we've got Lavezzi, and that comes clear why we've got Cambiasso there now. Cambiasso links with Lavezzi, and as well as linking with Palacio, because they're all Argentinian, so yeah. That's the reason he's there, or else he wouldn't have got... He's getting 7k at the minute. Why is he getting 7k? I'm not sure. I might be alright in a minute. We'll soon find out. Anyway. Yeah, so at Cam, we've got... I want to try Pastore there, but it didn't really work, so... I ended up going for Verratti, and we'll see why in a minute. Now, I wasn't going to buy Verratti, but... the reason I ended up going for him was... Not because, well, mainly because there's no one else there who would have fat in the team properly. But I do have a PSG squad, and I wanted 12 subs for it. But when I saw him, and he comes at quite a steep price, he cost me 27k in 4-1-2-1-2. Now, I was curious to why it's so expensive. I wasn't going to buy all the PSG subs in the end just because he was so expensive. But I ended up doing so because I thought, oh, well, he'll fit in this team. And actually, he's not been too bad. He makes good runs into space. He's a pretty good player. His shots are pretty mediocre. Sometimes it'd be good, other times it'd be not so good. But he makes good runs in space, and you can always pass it to the two strikers, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Now, our other striker is going to be, well, our first striker is going to be Di Natale. Now, this is someone who I've always wanted to play with. He's an absolute beast on this game. He's pretty much, he's definitely one of my favourite players I've ever played with. And, yeah, so he's amazing. Honestly, if you can pick him up, he's quite expensive at 53k. It's fairly expensive. I know some people can't afford it, but he is honestly one of the best players I've ever played with in this game. Just because, look at his stats. His stats are just amazing. And then at striker, our other position, we've got Ibrahimovic. Now, Ibrahimovic is amazing. And look, it said 97 chem. I'm saying he gets 9 chem. But we go back, and I'll talk about Ibra. Right, so we go back. Ibrahimovic obviously is amazing. A lot of you probably played him in a normal game and just thought he's phenomenal. And he is. Look, everyone gets 9 chem except for Di Natale, which is a bit of a letdown, but it's alright because if you just put a manager in there, let's just put in Mancini, put a manager in there and you get 100 chem. So, but 97 chem without a manager is pretty good anyway. But like I'm saying, Ibra's really good. His pace lets him down, but you've got Di Natale alongside him, as well as to back up Lavezzi. You've got Palacio. So it's really helpful. Just like his shooting is just amazing. He's got 5-star, which is also very nice. But if you can't afford him, we'll take Mancini out. It gets 100 chem Mancini in. But if you can't afford him, but you want to make the squad still, you can always put Lopez in there. Lopez works well. He gets 9 chem. Or as well as instead of Lopez, I think you can go with Lucas as well. I believe, yeah, Lucas gets 9 chem as well. So if you can't afford him, Lucas is really good in this game. I really like Lopez as well. Lopez, I thought, was really good. But obviously, he's no either. But Remy doesn't quite fit. See, because he hasn't got the PSG link. He doesn't get a bright green link, which puts it down to 95 chem. So yeah, guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the squad builder. I recommend trying out this team. This team is a very good team to play with. If you can afford it, just have a go. And yeah, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you later. Peace, guys.